Hey, what's going on, guys? Mcskillet here with another CSGO video, and today I'm going to be doing another inventory update, and I've actually got some pretty insane items since the last inventory update video I did. And then I'm also going to be testing out the site CSGOGem, which is actually owned by another YouTuber named Juicy, and I made a deal with him, so I'm going to be going on his site for the second part of this video. It looked pretty cool, so we'll see what that's all about. And I didn't have anyone sponsor a giveaway for this video, but I thought I might as well do it anyway because I've got a bunch of extra knives right now. But for this, just comment your trade URL down below and then make sure you like the video and that you're subscribed, and I'll roll a winner in 3 days and I'll pin the comment that wins. Pretty simple, so you can definitely enter that if you want. But let's start with the biggest thing that happened, which is I basically got the best non-stat track AK in the game, or it's kind of hard to tell if you would consider this better than the stat track version, because the deal is there isn't any stat track #1 pattern AK case hardens that are factory new, but there is some non-stat track ones that are factory new. I believe there's only like 4, and this is the lowest float of all of them. It was actually recently, I think it was crafted in a trade up pretty recently, like only a few months ago, so it's kind of new. The lowest float went out there. It's a 0.017, so that's the best in the world for a normal factory new blue gem scar pattern. This is the scar pattern, which is the best pattern, and believe it or not, I actually ended up paying the equivalent of like $13,000 for this. I had to sell like a whole bunch of these random knives and stuff I had lying around for Bitcoin. Then I traded the Bitcoins for the... Actually, I believe the guy wanted to use OP skin, so I had to use that. But either way, I ended up getting this, and I said in one of my other videos that I was thinking of applying some Titan Hollows to this AK, but I think I'm just going to give away this AK event. I think this is going to be for a giveaway, actually. It won't be too... maybe in like a few weeks I'll actually do a pretty massive giveaway for that AK. That'll be pretty cool. And then I think soon, I don't know if I want to do it yet, I'll have to take a look at the market again, but I'm pretty sure I'll drop 2 Titan Hollows on this AK because it's basically the best one in the game. There's no stat track factor new AK scars, and I mean, I kind of like the non-stat track look. It's actually pretty clean, so that is pretty damn crazy. I think some guy was trying to sell the old #1 for 25k with 2 Titan Hollows on it, so I don't even think it was that bad of a deal. It seems like they kind of went down in price a little bit from what they were selling at before. And then I also got my skins back from Edward. If you guys didn't know, I'd let him borrow some skins. I let him borrow this skin, and he named it something. This name tag was not on it before. I'm not entirely sure what it means. If you guys know what Icy Panicore means, feel free to let me know. But he just randomly put that name tag on it. And then he also gave... oh no, he didn't give me back this M9 Emerald. He gave me back another M9 Emerald, which was the old #1. But then that got beaten. Someone got insanely lucky, and they unboxed one that was lower float than mine. So then I worked out a deal with that guy, and I traded mine and then some ads and stuff, and I was able to get the #1 again. So I lost a bunch of money for absolutely nothing, but this one is definitely a bit cleaner than my old one. Actually, this one's a .002. So if someone unboxes another one and beats this, I mean, that's almost flawless on some parts of it. Really nice looking, but either way, if someone beats this, I'm gonna be so done, because that's gonna be a lot of money lost again. So I get so unlucky. I get like the #1 lowest float stuff in the world, then people beat it. Like, someone's gonna beat this knowing my luck. Someone will beat it knowing my luck, even though there's only like 4 or 5 of those that even exist in the first place, I believe. And then if you guys watched my other video, I unboxed this skin, which I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna do with it. It's an Olive Pass Op Pink DD pad. I kind of already showed that off, but that was a really, really rare unboxing because I only unboxed one of those cases, and one of those cases is like $100. And then, no, it's $200 actually, and we actually got a purple just from opening one, so I was really, really happy about that. And then, last but definitely not least, I picked up what I believe is the only stat track Shadow Daggers Ultraviolet factory new of the new knives that exist, or I believe they're also the only stat track factory new ultraviolets of all the new ones. So these are pretty cool. Someone just randomly sent me a message on Twitter saying they're selling them on OP skins with a link. And I looked at them, and I think they're only like $1,300, which seems like kind of a lot, but this knife is just so insanely rare. It's ultraviolet, it's not only factory new, it's stat track factory new. I don't even think there's any normal factory new versions of these Shadow Daggers, so I think they're worth more than $1,300. I think it's going to be hard if I wanted to resell them, so I'd have to find the right person, but they're pretty sweet. I'll equip them so I can show them in game. And yeah, I'm going to show this in game, the new knife, the new emerald in game, and that in game. So you guys will see that in a second. Oh, and Edward also named this skin 04. I don't know what 04 means either, so if anyone knows what that's about, feel free to let me know. Alright, so here's the daggers. You can actually see the stat track counter on them when they're in idle or inspecting, which is kind of interesting. There isn't any other types of knives like that except these shadow daggers. So yeah, you can see the 1 on them, and they're pretty clean looking, but of course for these, it's mainly just the fact that they're stat track factory new, and ultraviolet, so this is kind of like a god tier collector's item. So rare, and I don't think there's any other stat track factory new ultraviolets yet. If there are any others besides these, feel free to let me know. I'd like to see those. But now onto the AK. But here's the AK. Whoa, it looks like I just glitched out my gloves, and I have emerald gloves and crimson weave gloves at the same time. What the fuck happened there? That's some sort of glitch, but it doesn't really matter for this. Actually, just looks kind of cool. But yeah, as you can see, very clean AK. Not stat track, but factory new, 0.01 float, only 0.01 scar pattern AK, and yeah, there's not any other AK patterns that are as good as this one. Of course, this one has the completely blue back at the top. I thought I kicked all the bots, but yeah, this is a pretty sweet AK, as you guys can see here. We can actually go down and get some pretty good lighting. And this map is Siege, by the way. Some people have asked me that before. It's a really good map for skins, of course. It's called Siege. You can take some nice screenshots on this map. Alright, so looks like my gloves got even more glitched out when I switched sides, and that's actually sort of cool looking, not gonna lie. But here is the new rank number 1 and M9 Emerald. I call it the rank number 1 Titan, because the old number 1 that I had was the rank number 1 God, so I didn't really know what else to name the new ones, except, or the new knife besides that. So if it gets beaten again, I have no idea what to name it. But yeah, it's a pretty sweet knife, very clean, and I've actually never seen this glitch with the gloves before. That's kind of weird. But yeah, so that's just about it for the inventory update. Now we're gonna go on CSGOGem, see what it's all about. It looked kind of cool from what I've seen, so I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, so I'm on CSGOGem. It's actually a pretty cool concept. It's kind of the same as a crash site, except it's with skins instead of credits, so I actually thought that's pretty cool. So you can basically pick how risky you want to play. You could go for a 10 times multiplier, a 2 times multiplier. Let's see, if I went for a 2 times multiplier, it's 45% chance, about 50%. You go for 10 times, it's only an 8.6% chance, but I could potentially get a field tested HAL from an AK Vulcan. So you can actually, the stuff on their inventory is actually really nice, and you can even pick the stuff that you want to win as well, which is pretty cool. And all the stuff is instantly withdrawable, so it's actually set up pretty nicely, I believe. So let's start out with the cheapest skin I have here. Should we play pretty risky? Go for a 5x. Let me just start with a 2 times, see if we can get that. And there's a pretty cool little sound effect. And let's see. We did not get it. Okay, so yeah, you don't get it, the skin goes away. So let me try for another skin. How about we go for the cheapest knife they have? Alright, upgrade skin, 26% chance. This is actually a little riskier than the last one I went for. And we got it, okay. So that's a nice start. That was a pretty low percent chance too. Alright, so we got that up to 53. Not too bad. And alright, so what can we upgrade this for? I think if you go on custom item, you can kind of pick exactly what you want. Should we get another factory new AK Vulcan? That does not sound too bad, and that's only a 21% chance, so probably won't get this actually, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it's only 21% chance. Nope. And alright, so we got minimal wear, point disarray right there. Should we go for a 2 times? We can potentially get a bayonet slaughter from a 10 times. Okay, I'm gonna try to go for that. I probably won't get that. That's only a 9.53% chance. And nope. Okay, I wasn't really expecting to get that though. I'll probably only go for a 2 times once I'm on some of these more expensive skins, but maybe we could try to get lucky on one of these cheaper ones. Gonna go for another only 9% chance. Let's see if we can actually get an M4 in this knife from nope. Okay, yeah, that didn't work out. Could go for a Bayonet Fade. Should I keep trying to get one of these 10 times? This is a really low chance though. 9.53 is the chance on all of these. And alright. This is going to be the last 10 times I go for. I could go for it 20 times, but that's going to be a pretty low percent chance. But yeah, I'm playing this pretty risky. We haven't really gone in with any of the insanely expensive skins yet, and nope. Okay. Alright, I'm going to go for only a 2 times on this one. See if we can get up to a Gut Knife Marble Fade. And nope. Alright, let's go for a 2 times on the Vulcan. We still have kind of all the more expensive skins here at least, even though I kind of just lost all the lower tier ones, which is not good. And okay, we got that. We're up to that knife. And should I go for 2 times? Wait, was the last one I went for only a 1? I actually wasn't really looking. I might have only gone for a 1.5. But this one, I'm going to go for a 2 times. You can actually get a pretty nice knife from a very undesirable knife. That's the nice thing about this site. If you have some like really shitter knife, you can actually get up to something like that unless you get ripped like that. So, not always, but can happen. So we can maybe still get that Bennett Slaughter if we can get it from this falchion knife. Damascus steel though. And yes, we got it. Alright, sweet. So, if we can double up like one of these knives, we should be we could become positive again, even though we did lose a decent amount there. Should I go for a custom item? What item do I want? A Bayonet Fade. 38% chance. Let's go in. I don't really want that gut knife. That Bayonet Fade is looking pretty nice though. And oh, we got it. Okay, let's go, boys. That was our best one so far. We're kind of making up for a rough start. And should I go for a 2 times? Ooh, Bayonet Marble Fade from just a Cram at Night. Should we go for it, boys? All right, I'm going for it. Yeah. Okay. And let's see. 44. Rip. That did not go too well. Should I go for custom? Let's go for a custom item again. I kind of like this. You can pick what you want. Bayonet Tiger Tooth, or M9 Bayonet Tiger Tooth, actually. 43% chance, basically. And let's go. Okay, we got that one. And how should I? We might actually be. I don't think we're doing too bad. We at least are ending up with some pretty nice knives from all those shit ones. And yeah, we got that up to a an M9 Tiger Tooth. What should I do with? I kind of want to upgrade this one though. Should I try to go for a Stat Track M9? Let's just go for a 1.5 on this. And wait, what? That's only a 1.5? Okay, I guess that butterfly knife is actually worth a decent amount. So, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna go for a 1.5 on that. Or actually, it's only a 1.44. So we got a 62% chance. Okay, all right. Nope, we just lost it. Okay, that was not good. That wasn't even too risky, and we lost it. Now I kind of want to make it back though. Field Test and Medusa. What else is on here? Granite Fade. I think I'm going to upgrade this one. Let's see what I can get. I get that with 37% chance. Don't know if I want to go for that. 38. 44 on a... Do I already have one of those? No, I don't. Let's try to see if we can get an M9 Marble Fade. Okay. Alright, come on. We just lost that one. Can we get a W on this one? And let's go. Okay. M9 Marble Fade. I think I'm going to stop now. I actually do like this concept. I think it's definitely really nice if you want to get rid of skins. Or, I mean, if you have some skins that you just want to, like, upgrade to something else. Because, you can basically put in, like, almost any skin in here, I think. And then you can get skins that are really easy to trade and pretty high demand as well. So, yeah, the trades are being sent out. So, I'll just confirm those in a second. And sweet, they're actually both sent out right away in the same trade offer, so that makes things pretty easy. And those are 2 pretty nice knives right there. So that's CSGOGem, and that'll be it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'm Mcskillet, and I'm out.